there are some new possible updates for the new Power Rangers in 2023. Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. It's 2022 and we're all excited for anything about the new Power Rangers is possibly coming out in 2023, which is all going to be on Netflix. Dino Fury Season 2 is coming out at the beginning of this year sometime, and there is no word or updates on whether we're going to get another traditional season after Dino Fury. Well, these new leaks came from the same individual that the Illuminati actually corroborated a while back. And this is coming from Jin Saku. Now please take this with a loads of grain of salt, but it is worth speculating and discussing. Power Rangers 2023 film will not be in theaters. Netflix. Now this is a good guess. Not many movies go to theaters from Netflix. I mean, Martin Scorsese's Irishman had a limited screening, and so did Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead. But most of all movies and series go straight to Netflix, and usually there is no theatrical treatment. The new show will feel like a movie as well, like most Netflix shows. This could also be true because it's going to be a new and original series and movies on Netflix with a Netflix budget, which is probably bigger than the shows we've seen on Nickelodeon. And so I feel like this could be the case where we will definitely have a better quality series and movies in terms of the visual effects. Dino Fury, the last traditional season. Okay, this is going to cause an uproar, and I've already seen it everywhere. Yes, there were rumors before that the next traditional season could be a adaptation of Super Sentai Zyogre, but there hasn't been any actual updates on that or actually confirmation of that at all. Now we do know that Jonathan Twistle and Brian Edward Hill are in charge of the new Power Rangers seasons and movies, interconnected by the way, and Hasbro E1 has been saying all this time that it's going to be a new and original series. That means it can't be adapted from anything from Toei. But I still wish they could at least utilize the kids programming factor as a traditional season. New movie and show is hella mature. Hella mature? What is hella mature? Now I could see this being mature oriented series and movies just by looking at the writer, Brian Edward Hill. He writes a lot of mature content, most notably Titans. There's a lot of mature themes in there, adult language, blood and violence. His most recent Netflix original film, Zone 414, very R-rated, gore, violence, nudity. There is a lot in there. Go check it out on Netflix if you haven't seen it yet. So from those indications, just from the writer alone, Brian Edward Hill, I could pretty much surmise as well that the new movie and series could definitely be a lot more mature than the current seasons of Power Rangers. But I also think that's a mistake to just be mature themed. I would love it. I would love to see this new mature take. You know, I'm actually a fan of the Adi Shankar Power Rangers as well as the Nickelodeon Power Rangers. You know, I kind of like them all. But I feel like the current audiences that liked Beast, Morphers, Ninja Steel, or the current Dino Fury Season 1 and probably Season 2 are probably going to need a similar kids programming for the future. It kind of feels weird to just drop off right at Dino Fury Season 2 with that type of programming and not revisit that the next year. So here's hoping that, yeah, we're going to get the new and original mature takes of Power Rangers, but I kind of hope the new kids program will also be in the right tone and mindset of the current Power Rangers for those audiences. No open casting looking for A-list actors. Now this is a little bit confusing. I'm not sure if he means that there's no open casting and they're just looking for A-list actors, or they're not looking for A-list actors. And I don't think it should be A-list actors for the main team. I could certainly see A-list actors as being co-stars, like Elizabeth Banks and Bryan Cranston in the Power Rangers 2017 movie. New script is done, not the old one I leaked. Now, I did a video covering the other one that leaked a while back in regards to having 3 members, red, yellow, and blue, and the Red Ranger would be a female. Now, that could still be true, but according to this alleged new leak, there's a new script, and it's done. And I hope it's done. If they're planning to start shooting this year to release next year, or even release the end of this year, then I would hope that the script is at least done. One actor has already been casted. I'm hearing from the Ginny and Georgia on Netflix. Now that's very specific to pull out an actual show from Netflix, Ginny in Georgia. But that also makes me wonder, wait a minute, they are not looking at A-list actors, because I don't see any A-list actors in Ginny in Georgia. Full on reboot, no more multiverse. Now this is something I thought of for a while now, that it's definitely going to be a reboot with the new and original in their tagline there. But I was hoping that it could just make a new universe, because technically all the Power Rangers are in their own separate multiverse, at least most of them. So even this is true, I'm not worried about it too much, because they're still making toys for like Mighty Morphin on all the other Power Rangers, so they definitely still have that license, I think. But for the time being, the 2023 Power Rangers is going to be completely new and completely original, and not tied to any Power Rangers team. Expect a deadline announcement in a couple months. Now this one I'm really excited for, because in a couple months, that's great. I would love to know more about the new Power Rangers from an official trade site like Deadline. Filming in Vancouver, Canada in August. Now normally they would film in New Zealand, but because this is a new original, this is Netflix, everything is pretty much new at this point. I don't even know if Simon Benet is even connected to this anymore, but like all productions, they're definitely going to look for the best locations, also the best tax credits. That's just how Hollywood works. So here's hoping that in the next few months we'll get to know a little bit more about the new Power Rangers from an official trade source, but the time being, this is great speculation and discussion for the new Power Rangers 2023. I would love to see more people talking about this and make a lot more noise, because Power Rangers is something very special and dear to my heart, and I'm really excited to see its future. But I'm hoping that they continue with the traditional seasons as well, because the audience for Power Rangers is pretty vast and pretty widespread and pretty multi-generational. So what do you think about these new possible alleged leaks or updates for the new Power Rangers in 2023? Do you believe it? Do you not believe it? Speculate, discuss away, show me your thoughts down below.